It was a dark and stormy night in Bikini Bottom. Spongebob Squarepants and his friends, Patrick, Sandy, and Squidward, were on their way back home from the Krusty Krab when they stumbled upon an abandoned part of town. The wind howled and the rain poured, making it difficult for them to see where they were going. As they cautiously made their way through the deserted streets, they couldn't help but feel a sense of unease. The buildings were dilapidated, the windows shattered, and the streets were littered with debris. It was as if the town had been abandoned for years. "Wow, this place gives me the creeps," Patrick said, shivering. "Yeah, it's like something out of a horror movie," SpongeBob replied, trying to lighten the mood. But their attempts at humor were short-lived, as they heard a strange noise coming from one of the buildings. It sounded like a high-pitched cackle, sending chills down their spines. "Did you guys hear that?" Sandy asked, gripping her karate gloves tightly. "I think we should get out of here," Squidward suggested, his voice trembling. But before they could leave, a figure emerged from the shadows. It was a creature they had never seen before in Bikini Bottom. It had a green, slimy body with sharp claws and glowing red eyes. It let out another cackle before disappearing into the darkness. "Okay, now I'm officially scared," Patrick whimpered. The group huddled together, trying to figure out what was going on. Suddenly, they heard more noises coming from the building. This time, it sounded like multiple creatures were inside, growling and snarling. "Maybe we should just go back to the Krusty Krab," SpongeBob suggested, his voice shaking. But before they could leave, the doors of the building burst open, and a swarm of slimy creatures with sharp teeth and claws came pouring out. "Run!" Sandy yelled as they all took off in different directions. SpongeBob and Patrick found themselves trapped in an alleyway, surrounded by the creatures. They were about to be attacked when Sandy came to their rescue, using her karate skills to fight off the creatures. As they continued to run and fight their way through the abandoned town, they stumbled upon a secret laboratory hidden beneath one of the buildings. Inside, they found a sinister-looking machine with a sign that read, "Experiment 626. "What is this place?" Squidward asked, his curiosity getting the better of him. Before anyone could answer, they were confronted by a terrifying figure. It was a dark version of SpongeBob, with red eyes and a menacing grin. "I am SpongeBob's evil twin, created by Plankton's experiments," the figure hissed. "I've been waiting for someone to come to this abandoned town so I can use them as test subjects for my experiments." The group realized that they were in grave danger and needed to escape quickly. They fought their way through the creatures and managed to destroy the machine, causing the evil twin to disappear. The group had never been more scared in their lives. They had stumbled upon an abandoned town only to find themselves as unwilling participants in a madman's twisted experiments. With their lives on the line, they knew that they needed to act fast. But where could they go? The town was surrounded by creatures, all under the control of the evil twin. Desperation set in as they fought their way through the horde of creatures, their minds racing with fear and adrenaline. The group knew that they had to find a way to stop the madness before it consumed them all. And that's when they saw it, the machine that was powering the evil twins' experiments. Without hesitation, they made a desperate dash towards it, knowing that destroying it was their only chance at survival. With a final burst of strength and determination, they destroyed the machine, causing the evil twin to disappear into thin air. The creatures, now free from his control, ran off in different directions, leaving the group to catch their breath and take in what had just happened. As As they made their way back to the safety of their homes, they couldn't help but wonder what other dark secrets lay hidden in the depths of Bikini Bottom. And they vowed to never venture into that abandoned part of town again. But even as they left the town behind, the group couldn't shake off the feeling of unease that lingered within them. They couldn't help but wonder about the other test subjects that were likely still trapped in that abandoned town, suffering at the hands of the madman's experiments. It was a chilling thought, one that haunted their dreams for weeks to come. And as they looked back on their harrowing experience, they couldn't help but feel a sense of guilt for leaving those innocent victims behind. But they also knew that they had done all they could and that they had stopped the madman from harming anyone else. It was a small victory, but one that brought them some measure of peace.